At the Vatican, work has begun on the Synod on Synodality. Participants have broken down into 35 small groups, primarily divided by language. EWTN Vatican News Correspondent Colm Flynn has more.
One by one they arrived, cardinals, bishops, religious and lay people from across the world, coming to play their part in the first week of the Vatican's Synod on Synodality. This month-long meeting aims to bring people together to gather various points of view on how the Church can better fulfill its mission in the future. The Synod is taking place in Paul VI Hall, inside the walls of Vatican City, where the Wednesday general audience often takes place. It's the first time the Synod is taking place here simply because of the large numbers taking part this year in comparison to previous years. There are strict rules around what the participants can talk about outside of the Synod Hall, so getting information on the specifics of what is actually being discussed is difficult. However, outside the hall, we were able to talk to a number of people, like Auxiliary Bishop of Utrecht in the Netherlands, Theodorus Cornelis Hoogenboom.
Well, of course, the Synod is an adventure, and I hope that listening to each other, listening to the Holy Spirit will bring forth, well, unity in the Church, and also, well, to get to know each other. It's not the final synod. Next year there will be a second round, but I can say already now that well, we are in a learning process. I already said the Church of the Holy Spirit is the protagonist of the synod, and I will not speak before my turn.
The Synod also takes into consideration the views of those in different parts of the Catholic Church. For example, Bishop Milan Lach is the Auxiliary Bishop of Bratislava in Slovakia.
As the first part, to listening, to prayer, to silence, to listen, to be in prayer. What is important, not only this Synod, but for every moment of the Christian life, to be in deep relation with God.
This is something Pope Francis has emphasized since the very beginning of the Synod, that silence, reflection and prayer is essential to the process. And this year, as has been widely reported, there are more women taking part than ever before, a direct call from Pope Francis to have women more involved in the life of the Church.
Each one receives a charisma in his baptism and therefore contributes to this Church. The greatest challenge is that this Church understands what each one contributes, values it and puts it into practice. I think that is the most important thing.
The Synod is an important meeting for all those who take part, but for some, this is especially poignant, to be at the centre of such an important decision-making event for the Catholic Church.
25 years ago, exactly this month, I came to Rome to study canon law, and I could not imagine that I would return 25 years later to attend the Synod. And what resonates in me is meeting the world Church, with all kinds of challenges, but a lot of questions, but also a lot of joy.
In Rome, Colm Flynn, EWTN News Nightly.